Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Quick video, just in Sainsbury's, just about to have a coffee. Not much happening in town. I hope I look a bit more alive than I did yesterday on my video. I did exactly what I said I was going to do last night. Finished my video, went upstairs, just listened to music and fell asleep. Woke up this morning feeling not brilliant. I know I look really tired. I've just looked at my eyes and they're almost just closed. My sister arrives in a couple of hours, but we're just going to have I need a coffee. I was going to go home without one, but I need a drink. So yeah, I'll do some more videoing later, and yeah, I'll upload it later as well. Hopefully we're all alright. Bye for now. It's me again, folks. It's 10 to 7 on Saturday evening. Now, this morning when I got up, I wasn't feeling too bad, feeling a lot better than I was yesterday anyway, and we ended up going town. As you can see from the video at the front of this, we only had a little bit of time in town because my sister was coming, and that noise in the background is my sister's budgies, which do not like anybody talking and go mental, and we had budgie sitting for a week, so you'll have plenty of that in the background, unfortunately. My day today hasn't been too bad, like I said, but what I want to talk to you about today is, instead of telling you about the things that have made me how I am downwise, I want to tell you a little bit about things that have made me the way I am upwise. I've told you before I'm a writer. Now, many moons ago I started writing. When I told you before that I was suicidal at 14, I was not in a good place and I needed an avenue, something to make me get rid of the things that were inside me, the demons that were eating at my soul, if you like, for want of a better phrase. Now, I'd been writing poetry for a few years, on and off, not in a proper sense, just on and off, every time, you know, at school and stuff like that. And all of a sudden I was writing down things, and at first it was just like a story, if you like, just a paragraph. And then I started shortening it and cutting it and basically doing it line by line. Now, I was brought up old school. And when I mean old school, I mean that I was always taught at an early age that it's not a poem unless it rhymes. Well, I know that's a complete load of cobblers now. So most of my poetry doesn't rhyme. Now, I turned to poetry, like I said, as an avenue, a vent, so that I could put it down on paper. And I wrote lots of poems. I wrote lots of poems about darkness, about depression, about sadness, about bullying, all sorts of stuff. Now, when I'm in a positive frame of mind, I write a lot of poetry as well. I write a lot of good, loving poetry and funny poetry and all sorts. Now, I've been married twice, believe it or not. Anyway, I've been married twice, and in my first marriage, I wrote 2 poems in 3.5 years. That's how bad I was, right? I didn't write no poetry at all. I didn't find a need to write poetry at all. I couldn't think of anything positive to say, and all the bad stuff I bottled up and never did anything about. Now, when I got with Deb, when I first met Deb in 2000, in the 10 months, the first 10 months of knowing her, I wrote 211 poems. And at least 170 of them were romantic poetry, were love poems and positive, really positive poems. Now, my poetry, like I said, when my first marriage, it wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one. I got lured in because she was a very nice looking girl, and if anybody knows a group called the Spice Girls, she looked like the blonde one out of them. Emma Bunton, she looked dead like her. Anyway, I thought, wow, this girl's interested in me, blah, blah, blah. And we went through a bad patch, and then we mended it all, sorted it all out, and we ended up getting married. We got married in 1998, I think it was. But then she changed. And when I say changed, I mean literally changed. She started being abusive. She started using me more as a punch bag than a husband. She started telling lies about me, telling people I was gambling the money away, wasting it, putting it in fruit machines and stuff, even though I hadn't gambled for a good year. But she used my one weakness against me. Now, she was also a bit, well, as you can tell, I nickname her Psycho. I won't say her name because I've got nothing against her. I hope she had a really happy life. I know she's got 2 kids, and that's the last I knew about it. But she used to be a diabetic, and the only trouble was, as a diabetic, you would think you would look after your health, and she basically did everything she could to ruin her health. And because she did that and kept ruining her health and kept doing stupid things, it got me lower and lower and down and down and down. And when I left her, I was a mess. I was a complete and utter mess. And the thing that brought me back out of myself was the woman who's now my wife, Deb. I met her on the internet through a chat site, but not that kind of chat site. It was just a chat site for everybody. And she made such a difference to me. You know, it's incredible. And we've been together 18 years now. If you go back 18 years to when she first met me, I hardly had any physical problems at all. I mean, even though I had CMT, I'd been diagnosed with it, I hardly had anything wrong with me. A slight limp, maybe, at a push. I've been with her 18 years now, and she's watched me deteriorate. She's watched me go from being able to walk on my own to not being able to walk on my own, to having to wear special shoes, to having a glove for my grip, to basically having things done for me. She even has to wash my hair for me because I can't reach my arms up above my head to do something like that. And in all that time, she stood by me, you know. And she has basically, when I first met her, she was going through teacher training, and she qualified. She got a PGCE in teacher training, and she has literally put that all on hold for me. She has literally looked after me and been with me all of those years. You know, we've been through bad times. Of course we have. Every couple goes through bad times. I can't pretend it's been perfect. It hasn't. But I have never been as settled with anybody and as happy with anybody in my life. I really haven't. I haven't had that many girlfriends. I've only had like 4 or 5. You know, you can count them on one hand. But this is somebody who, once I met her and once we'd got to know each other, I knew there was going to be nobody else. You know, I knew that it would take a lot for us to split. And when we got married, obviously it was my second marriage, but it was only Deb's first. And she said she waited to get married. We waited to get married because we wanted to save up for a proper wedding, because we'd only got the money really for a registry office. Well, I'd already been there, done that. And Deb hadn't. And she said when she gets married, she's only going to get married once. And that once is going to be for life. That's it. Special, job done. So when she agreed to be my wife, and we got married 4 years ago, I knew then that, you know, it would take something monumental really for anything to change between us. And she's been my rock. She really has been my rock. I know she'll get embarrassed if she watches this, but the truth is, without her, I wouldn't be here. I don't think I would. I don't think I'd have got through half the stuff. All the messing about with medicals and tests and scans and benefits being stopped and, you know, accusations and everything else. I wouldn't have got through it. So this really is a video that's for her. You know, it's about her. It's not about me. It's about the difference she has made to my life, and how without it I would be nothing. I wouldn't. I know a lot of folks say that about, you know, the partners who they're with, or their husbands, their wives, or whatever. But I can honestly say that if I had not met her and she hadn't helped me to turn my life around, I don't think I would be here. I think I'd have ended it a long time ago. But she has been there through everything, and she still is to this day. Things keep going wrong, you know, with my health and everything, but she's not turned her back on me. She's not, oh, you know, I can get out of this one quite easily, because until we got married, it would have been just as easy for her to turn around and walk out the door, because there was nothing stopping her, you know. But I kept saying that she put up with me, and she kept correcting me and saying, I never put up with anything. She says, I'm in love with you, I don't put up with you. And she's always said that, and she still says it to this day. And yet I do look at myself sometimes and think, what the hell is she with you for? You know, why? You know, there's just you. There's nothing there. But she obviously sees something in me that she doesn't see in anybody else. And that means a massive amount. And I think if anybody is lucky enough to have that, somebody feel that way about them, and them to feel that way about somebody else, then that's a lifer. Don't give it up. Don't chuck it away. Don't do anything like that. Sorry, my glasses keep sliding down my nose. That happens a lot with me. Yeah, so yeah, she's just amazing. You know, I couldn't want for anything better. I know I'm embarrassing her, but I don't care. She's the reason, like I said, she's the reason I am who I am today. She's been there. She understands about the depression thing. You know, she understands about the anxiety. She hasn't turned her back on me. Even when I was going through the bad times of when I was sleeping, I was punching and kicking out and screaming out in my sleep. She didn't do anything bad about that. She just said, you know, you need to see somebody. I saw somebody, got it sorted, and I'm getting there now. You know, I'm on treatment and stuff. But yeah, definitely, this one is for Deb. She's made such a difference to my life. I hope she'll continue to be for the rest of mine. Because I told her that the only way she gets rid of me now is surgery. I'll be like a wart. You will not get rid of me unless you have surgery. But yeah, that's the positives from today. On a lighter note, I've just been up to my mum's and been to my sister Paula's, because Mandy came up and she's got a car, so she took us up there and we saw them and saw my nephews and everything. And yeah, I got a bit anxious when I was up there and things were getting a bit much for me. But I coped, I managed. I didn't run out the room screaming or nothing like that. Deb said I did really well because I managed to cope in a room full of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, which is very unusual for me. But yeah, I'm getting there. And like I say, it's Saturday night now. I'm just about to go watch either a Blu-ray, a DVD, or some telly or something. And then that's it for today. I haven't got a clue what tomorrow's going to bring, but I'll do another video then. Thank you for watching 11 minutes of me rattling on. But yeah, like I say, this one's for Deb. If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.